I didn't get the first part.
Sorry. How do you analyze how Rwanda is approaching gender-based violence, and how do you, what do you think are the gaps that should be addressed?
Uh, th- Thank you very much. And it is first our pleasure to join the government of Rwanda and partners here today to launch activities for the 16 days of activism to end violence against women and girls. Today we have been talking about the family as that background on which every society lies and how we can rid violence from the families. So talking about how Rwanda is doing on issues of violence against women and girls, we can say, well, the efforts are there and very, very appreciable efforts. At the level of data, not yet very complete, but we heard from the Rwanda Investigation Bureau of how much data they have on violence against women. We heard from the rehabilitation services, so there is data that is existing. We also see at the level of policy, from the constitution through the gender policy to a particular policy on ending violence to a strategy and the programs that we have. Rwanda is doing well at that policy level. And at programming, we see a lot of programs by government, by partners on the ground. But most importantly, what we see in Rwanda are these homegrown solutions. I may not be able to call them in the national language, but we heard about solutions that are grown in the country, focusing on families, the fireside discussion, the community-based approaches, the elders coming to talk, the intergenerational approaches. All of these are homegrown solutions to see how our families and societies can fare better without violence. So at all the levels, efforts are there. But we all know also that the gaps still exist. Gaps exist in the level of approaching violence against women. We heard of new violence that is coming up. We heard of these emerging forms of violence, be it the digital instigated violence, be it the new forms, as we heard today, where violence is getting to extremes and the number of women killed is increasing. Child abuse, teenage pregnancies, all of these are data we discuss here today. So these gaps are existing. So what do we do? How do we move forward from here? The first thing is the call that we had, which is also the call for the international theme to end violence today, is unite to put an end to violence against women and girls. Because one person cannot do it. Not the family, not the gender ministry, not the social ministry alone, not justice, but everybody bringing their forces, their resources, their heads together to say, no, violence has to end. Violence against women and girls is not indispensable. It is not something we cannot live without. We can all live without it. And I say together, let's put our hands on deck to say violence against women and girls must sooner than later be a thing of the past. Thank you.